From Towne Country Lanes in Burlington, Wisconsin, Win TV presents All-Star Bowling. Today, another first-round match in the men's division. Larry Willems of Kenosha going up against Ron Scheucher of Greenfield, Wisconsin. And joining me, as always, on our telecast, Merle Draper, the proprietor here at Towne Country Lanes. I'm John Weiser, and Merle, I think this is going to be a dandy match. A couple of match play veterans here.
Yeah, I think so. These are two really good bowlers. You know, Larry, he's an old man, though. I got to tell you that right now, because he's my age, so I put him up in my class. But he's a good bowler. He's a lot better than I've ever been. And, of course, Ron's a great bowler out of Milwaukee. I've seen both these fellows bowl lots of times, lots of tournaments, and I look for a high score and a real close match here.
Last couple of weeks, we've seen some good scores here on 15 and 16.
Yeah, we certainly have, and it seems like the condition is holding up, and the guys and the girls are bowling well, so we hope we have a nice match out of these two guys.
First round match set to begin. 3-game series is what we do here on All-Star Bowling. We'll begin that right after this on Win TV.
Spiegelhoff.
Larry Willems will start things off on lane 15. Very tough when it comes to match play bowling. Had the opportunity to go up against him a couple of times in some tournaments in the Racine-Kenosha area.
Yeah, Larry's a good bowler, good match play bowler.
Well, got that ball to hold nice and starts off with a strike.
Yeah.
Now Ron Scheucher of Greenfield, Wisconsin, service manager out of Burleigh Auto Center. Swing that ball and just comes flying back in so hard. Arizona Iced Tea, our sponsor of All-Star Bowling, 100% natural beverage. Arizona Iced Tea, now with great new flavor, Mucho Mango. That's the name of that one. I'm looking to start with a double. And all but the 4-pin.
I think you can see two contrasting styles here, John. Larry's going to play more straighter up, more of a track bowler. Ron's going to play deeper and really rev the ball up. And I've seen, like I said earlier, both these fellows bowl, and they both can throw a lot of strikes they get lined up.
Throw directly at the spare and makes it. So 2 marks here, the first 2 frames for Ron Scheucher, and now Larry Willems will step up for frame number 2 on lane 16. Larry owns his own business, Larry's Quality Snacks in Kenosha. His 2 favorite hobbies, bowling and golf, as you get a look at the grip. Using a urethane ball. And the whistling 10-pin.
Nice shot, that solid 10-pin, which we've seen many, many times. It's a good ball. It's a good shot by Larry.
Now he'll switch balls and go to the, interesting, going to a resin urethane combination here for the 10-pin. And then Omega ball. And makes the spare. So both bowlers perfect here. 2 marks after 2 frames. We're all even. Again, 3-game total pin series will determine our winner here today. Winner will advance to the second round, the Elite 8, if you will. The top 16 made our TV show on the men's division.
That over to second arrow.
Again, that 6-pin flying around the 10.
Certainly not because he isn't lined up. He's throwing every ball really good, just 2 whistling 10s, but it's a nice shot.
Going cross lane for the 10-pin,
and he's
right on it. So 39 in the second with a spare in the third for Larry Willems. Ron Scheucher will step up, and we talked to Ron before the match today. Asked him how things are going on the lanes in 95, 96.
Very good. It's been a real successful year so far, and I hopefully it carries over with today.
You got to find a line out there?
Yeah, there's something out there. I got to keep it kind of tight, go with something that really doesn't hook much, and just make my spare. Should be okay.
Veteran of the match play, too, I see on your resume.
I've been around a little while, had some good experience on TV for Prime Network, and this should be a good taping for me.
Now he's able to kick out the 10-pin on 16.
Yeah, he rolls the ball so well and gets this turn on the ball. The ball hits just so hard on the back end and carries the pins really, really well. Ron's bowled here in some of our tournaments before, our team tournaments and a few other things we have. Always has done quite well.
Has several state titles to his credit, all events, team, doubles. Won the Willow Creek Classic up near Green Bay. Also bowls pretty regularly in non-pro events up near the Madison area as he kicks out the 7-hand 10 there for a double.
Another nice shot there, Ron. He's kicked that 10-pin right out of there. Come off the wall. 6-pin touch.
Get a look at his corner person. It's his brother Scott, also known as Fish. Gotta ask where he got that nickname. Larry Willems. Got a little more outside and a better result that time.
Yeah. Larry went a little more straighter on that, a little more direct, and it hit a little quicker and took that pin out. Just solid. Two different type balls they're using here, too. I think Larry's using, is that a burgundy hammer he's using? Mm-hmm. Urethane.
There's his father, Cuzzy, well known in the bowling circles in Kenosha. His corner person here today. Right between second and third. And he got the break.
Got away with it, too, yeah. He knew that one, didn't he? You got a little...
He had got the break, carried the 4-7. Yeah. Well, we're halfway through this first game. We'll step aside. This is All-Star Bowling on Win TV. Hi. Ron Scheucher on lane 16 for the 5th frame. And buries it for a 3-bagger. So Ron off to a good start here in game number 1.
He's just a good bowler, as you can see. Just really tough. Good roll on the ball, and that ball hits the pocket. It just explodes, don't it? You see, he uses shiny equipment, and that's the difference in bowlers and balls. And Ron's got a ball that's real shiny.
He's not afraid to go through the oil with it either. We've seen some bowlers this year with the shiny equipment trying to go around the oil and not having much success.
Right.
Good look at the profile of Ron Scheucher. Sets it down, skins it out. That time, swing it out far.
He was a little tighter than he wanted to be. I think he was a little inside his target. He was almost to the 4th barrel and hit that oil really heavy, and the ball went out and didn't turn up. So that's the difference you have when you use that kind of equipment playing that line. But
directly at the bucket and got the break out of the pit there as he thought it was going to be a light hit, but
he had a break off the wall on that one.
So makes the spare. So for Ron, 116 in the 5th, spare in the 6th. Larry Willems now stepping up for his 6th frame, has a double working. Good look at Ron's right wife there. Came up high, leaving the 9-pin.
Yeah, a little tight on that one, and he got a break on the last shot on 15, and he was a little tight on 16. Poked that 4-pin out at 4-7, so he's got the 9-pin to pick up.
And we'll make the spare.
Good spare, Larry.
So 108 in the 5th, spare in the 6th for Larry Willems. Ron Scheucher with a bit of a lead here in game number 1, but as we've seen over the last 3, 4, 5 weeks, that those leads sometimes can be deceiving, particularly in a 3-game series. Bowlers have been able to come from behind on occasion, as Larry that time set it down, got it rolled nicely, and carried the 10-pin.
Nice roll. About 10 board, 11 board, maybe a board inside. Good roll on the ball, let the ball go out. Nice roll. Get that 10-pin out.
It's Larry's wife between he and his father there. Oh, Ron Scheucher. There's a good look. Look at how that uses the entire approach there. Came in light, got a wiggle out of the 8-pin, and that's about it.
Ron really stays down good when the ball comes through it. He turns the ball, really gives a good follow-through. Just that sometimes it gets a little wide through the oil, and get back is good, but good break there.
And throws directly at it for the spare, so 135 and the 6th spare and the 7th for Ron Scheucher. Time a little better swing.
Looked like he had a good roll on the ball. That ball came back and exploded, but left the 7-pin, took that 10-pin out. That's that almost 7-10 that we've seen a few times. And roll the ball good, as we said. The ball just hits so hard down there. Pins fly over him.
The combination of the heavier pins and the reactive resin ball will cause that on the light hit.
Yeah, along with the fact that the lanes hit hard on the back ends now, and that's how they... Straight at it.
It makes the spare.
He said, uh-oh.
Wasn't quite sure, but it got the job done. No. Now Larry Willems here in the 8th frame. Chance to climb back into this as he trails by about 2 marks here in this late in this first game. Dropped that 7-pin straight back.
Good-looking shot. Looked like he almost left that solid 7. And
that is Larry's wife, Char, there?
Yeah, that's his wife, Charlotte. And I said if Larry didn't bowl good, maybe she'd take over, because she's a real good bowler in the Kenosha circles, too. And
bowls in that Wilcox League on occasion.
Yeah.
I've seen her name.
She told me she's more nervous than Larry is here watching today, so...
Going for a 3-bagger. Light hit, but that 6-pin would not cooperate.
Yeah, that time the ball didn't hit quite as hard. Larry was a little bit tighter with the ball. They were a little too soon. Pretty heavy, well, I should say, and the ball didn't drive as hard as the other one did. And sometimes you get that love tap, but that time it just laid there.
No, and he missed the 10-pin. Now an open frame in the 9th gives Larry Willems 185. Chance for Ron now to open up a bit of a lead here. Oh, driven through nicely.
John, that's again a mark of a good bowler. Your opponent gives you an opening and you come back and you take care of it, or you take advantage of that, or you go out. It seems to happen, you know, you miss the 10-pin. You have to do, and he sure did it. Okay, a little further wider on that one.
Got it wide, but carried the light hit. That bucket just collapsed.
Right, did too. See, in the last shot on that lane, he was too tight with the ball, hit the oil too soon and skidded out. That time he gave it a little bit more room to the right, and the ball came back and reacted real well for him. And it was a good shot and got that light kick.
For a 3-bagger here. Second ball, 10th frame.
Come on, babe. One more.
Perfect shot.
Boy, you wear that one. There's Ron's mom and dad there watching and cheering their son on.
So with a full load here in the 10th, 234 opening game for Ron Scheucher of Greenfield.
Come on, swing.
Check.
carries them all. 234 for Ron in game number 1, and now Larry Willems. That costly open, though. Best he can do is 215, so he will trail in this match after one game. But again, it's early. That's the beauty of this particular format. You get 3 games, so
Right. A chance to come back and.
And it from a way outside angle, and carries them all. Kind of changed his angle that time.
A little bit, yeah, a little more direction. A nice ball there. That ball rolled real well and came in a little light, but exploded nice. And it was a good shot.
Larry out of Kenosha. Avid golfer as well, so seems to go hand in hand.
Very good golfer, too.
Oh, yeah. More direct again, carries the 10 out of there, so 2 in a row.
Nice
Chance
shot.
to fill in the 10th for a 215. So Larry Willems will trail in this match. About 19 pins should he fill this one in. In light, leaving the 2 pins, so 214, so it'll be a 20-pin advantage for Ron Scheucher, 234 to 214. Back with game number 2 right after this on Win TV. Well, after game number 1, Ron Scheucher opens up a 20-pin lead, and we're talking during the break, Merle, about the difference in the match, the 10-pin.
Yeah, that's all it is. Larry carries that 10 pin, it's even. He misses it, it's within a mark, and that's all it was. They both bowl real well. 2 good shots all the way through. Just the one shot is the difference in the match right now.
Ron Scheucher will begin game number 2 on lane 15. Carries the mixer there.
He just moved his target a little bit right on 15 of what he did 1 or 2 shots in the first game. And since he's done that, he's just pretty much wired the pocket. So see how Larry comes back.
Now Larry Willems with his first ball of game number 2. So now carries the 7-10. We've seen that
right
stay
out
up
of
too,
that,
but that time
that 7-10.
able to knock them both down.
Good shot.
Well, we want to remind our viewers that this year on All-Star Bowling, for a perfect game, either the guy or gal who rolls the perfect game runs the 1996 Pontiac Sunfire 2-door coupe. That's compliments of our good friends at Lynch Chevy Geo Pontiac Jeep Eagle here in Burlington. Right over second arrow. Will it hold? Speed. Leaving the 4-7, but he hit his target that time, but just a little slow.
A little slow, and maybe pointed up just a little bit, and ball popped up on him, so.
Good look at his dad, Cuzzy Willems, in the corner today. Cuzzy still bowls the senior leagues in Kenosha. And that one stayed in the oil and did not have a chance to come back.
Yeah.
Two mistakes on 15.
Didn't go cross lane at all on that one. He just sort of come up out of the ball, and it just went straight out on him.
So again, Ron with an opportunity here to jump on an open frame, widen his lead. Left
shot,
7.
A solid 7 pin. There it was. Boy, threw that ball. Perfect. And
but again, we see more of that too, with the same effect when the ball breaks so hard on the back end. Just slams that 4 almost straight back into the sidewall, and it goes right around, almost like a 6-pin going around the 10.
Yeah, it does. And you see that more with the resin balls and the guys that turn it up and really get a lot of res. They just leave them so solid shots that they'll do that.
So Throw right at it. Next to spare. So 20 in the first for Ron Scheucher. The spare up in the second. Get him back on lane 15. Towne Country Lanes in Burlington, if you're just joining us. First round match between Larry Willems of Kenosha and this gentleman here, Ron Scheucher of Greenfield, Wisconsin. Right over second arrow, and great result as well.
He's really lined up well now. He got made a little adjustment on 15 there from first game, and not that he wasn't lined up earlier. He shot 234, but just a bit of a move and hitting the ball hard over there.
Hickton leaves a cold 8.
Wow, nice shot. There's a shot of Pat Nappar, full-time bar manager here at Towne Country, and a good bowler. Pat's a left-hander. He tried out for the show. He didn't make it, but he's a real good bowler. Down here, observing the guys.
Catch
today.
the guy to his right, though. The right on the screen. You get a chance.
Yeah.
Larry makes the spare. Larry, how have you been hitting the lanes this year?
I started off fairly decent. Right now, a little bit of a slump, but match play is a little bit different, kind of like match play.
You enjoy the match play competition. I know you bowl in a lot of tournaments.
Match play, I think, is the name of the game of bowling. I enjoy match play a lot more than I do, regular bowling.
As a veteran of the TV circuit, you've been on Bowling with the Champs. You've been on this show now. Does that lend an advantage?
Well, yeah, but I think, both of us have a lot of confidence, so it should be a good match. Hopefully it is a good, tight match.
Better ball. I see.
Good shot there. Right.
Gives the old, where has that been all night
Easily
here?
could have had a double there. He had that solid 8 and then come back and takes a good shot. Gets a strike, but...
Let's see if Ron Scheucher can continue his mastery here on lane 16. Big swing, and leaving a light 8.
Just a little wider on that one. He wanted to be in. Came in light, left that 8 pin, but he 2 down 15. The ball come back a little bit harder. A little bit wide on 16. Doesn't quite turn over as quick, but still a good shot.
Ron throwing directly at the 8 pin makes the spare. So 60 in the third, spare working here in the fourth frame of game number 2. Ron with about a 34 pin lead in this match. 14 pin advantage here in this game. Right over second arrow. Will that scout not quite get there?
Boy, good roll on the ball. Just didn't get that 10 pin. Like you said, the scout pin went across, didn't hit it, but sure, he just gets such good roll that those guys do that. They get close to the pocket. They got a chance to get a strike,
And going cross lane for the spare. And makes the conversion. 79 in the fourth, spare up in the fifth. About a 20-pin lead here in game number 2. We'll take a break. You're watching All-Star Bowling on Win TV. Larry Willems on lane 16. Looking for the mix, gets it.
Look for a moment like you might leave that 10 pin, and he had good roll on the ball that time. A good, nice straight shot, straight up. Good roll, but then that 10 pin went, so.
So Larry now with a double climbs back into this game. He still trails in the match, but big double here, and if he can get lined up, that could certainly be capable of running him out.
He sure is. Hit right on the second arm. Good shot that time. Good speed,
three-bagger.
John. See that? He had good speed with that ball.
Yes, he did. The Hall of Famer comes through with a three-bagger here. And now Ron Scheucher.
That makes a difference. The last time over there when he hit that 4-7, he got a little bit slow and the ball snapped up, but he had good speed there.
Get a look at the footwork as he has that heel hanging over the edge of the approach. Long slide step as he gets to the foul line. He takes
Rolling
out
pin.
the 8. Will he
Let's
take
see
out
what's
the
gonna
2?
be here.
No.
Got the 8 out of there. That's that old, could be 2-8. That double wood, you leave quite a bit. It's the fellows that play deep and crank the ball out. You leave a lot of them 2-8s or shots, but good ball, good roll.
Goes right at it.
Good spare.
Takes the spare. I like the way he goes after the spares. Doesn't use a lot of lane. Throws directly at it.
Right.
Kills the hook.
They don't mess around. Just rears back, throws the ball hard and straight, and goes right direct. And that's how a lot of the fellows do it nowadays. Take away that chance for that air of crossing boards and hitting the oil heavy and not getting the ball back.
I'm part of that all-time record state championship team in 94-95. They shot 3,600 in the state tournament. Makes the strike there.
Yeah, that's no doubt about that one. It was a good shot, strong.
Now Larry Willems with the three-bagger working, steps up in the 7th. Got it outside. Oh, the cold 8-pin again. Man.
Mercy. That's all you can say. What a bad break. Larry got himself in position to get right back in this match. Throws the ball perfectly. It's a solid 8-pin, and that's the second one in this game.
It's just a product of the ball hitting and taking the 5 straight back as opposed to the 5-pin taking the 8 out.
Right. Just can't do it any better. Just a perfect shot. Just
It makes the spare. That's the phenomenon where just a matter of an inch, not even an inch, maybe
probably a fraction of
an
it. You know,
inch.
the ball hits it.
Either way.
And hits it. Two
So
solid 8-pins around the turkey, you know, that's a 5-bagger.
Absolutely, it's a heartbreaker, but you got to come right back here. 125 in the 6th, spare working in the 7th. One knee, and
Good shot.
I was like
theory,
praying
you know.
for that one.
Oh, yeah. And that's a mark of a good bowler, too, you know. Larry throws the ball perfectly. It's a solid 8, goes over the other lane. Don't let it bother him. Concentrates and makes a good shot.
So 145 in the 7th with a strike up in the 8th, and now Ron Scheucher of Greenfield with a chance to double and retake the lead here in this second game. You look at Ron's lucky monkey there, I guess.
Sure did. Nice shot. Do it any better.
I always said there'd be a lot of strikes here again today, and both bowlers keeping it close.
Shot.
Ron runs it out for the three-bagger. So Ron has set himself up nicely here going into the 10th frame with a three-bagger. Now it's up to Larry to come right back here, start building strikes once again. He, again, capable of running him out. Inducted into the Kenosha Hall of Fame in 1990. Back. That time,
Nice
perfect shot again.
Absolutely did. Good execution through the balls. It's about as good as you can all the way through. And As I said, a couple 8-pins, and it's a close match. It's a close match this game anyway. Both fellows are bowling real well.
Possible 235 should he go out. Okay, got the love tap with the 6-pin that time to carry the 10.
Good ball. Nice shot. Just the 6-pin come off the wall and took that 10-pin out. Real nice ball. Looks good.
And gets the strike there, too. He's
Good
been
shot.
on 15 all night.
Oh, yeah. I just wired in, and that's a nice shot. Good ball to Larry.
And our thanks to Lynch Chevrolet Geo Pontiac Jeep Eagle here in Burlington. Again, bowler who rolls a perfect game. That 1996 Pontiac Sunfire 2-door coupe awaiting. Thanks to the good friends at Lynch. This for 235. Came in high, leaving the 4, but a 234 game for Larry Willems. 4:48 after 2. Ron Scheucher now can go out for 238 and actually add to his 20-pin lead. Likes it.
Looks it. Nice shot.
Add to. Beautiful shot. Clutch shot that time.
Here's Father Ron looking on here, all applauding. He's looking at him.
That's Ron Sr. right there.
Yeah.
Wide, washed out.
That's a 1 on 16. Just got ahead of the ball on that one. He rushed the line. Lost the ball and it stayed out on him.
Well, what I'm going to do is go left of the head pin, let the ball take out the 2-4 and slide the head pin into the 6-10. Or
Between them and get them, but
as it is, an open
game.
frame.
21 for Ron.
That is a 221 game, so 455 to 448. We've got a tight one here going into game number 3, a 7-pin lead for Ron Scheucher. Game number 3 going to come down to this final game, a 7-pin lead for Ron Scheucher over Larry Willems. And Larry will get the honors of starting first. We'll start it up on lane 15. A little more speed that time. Rattling 10-pin.
Yeah, you have good speed to hold the line, but sometimes you do that and tug it just to board and hits the oil a little too quick and doesn't drive as hard, but it's a good shot, a good way to start.
Ron Scheucher of Greenfield here with a 7-pin lead going into this 3rd game. And he leaves a solid 10-pin.
10-pin, and that's just about as solid a 10-pin as you could leave, John. That thing, that is just perfect shot and everything but the pin.
Again, Larry misses that 10-pin on 15.
Again.
That's twice tonight. Yeah. He's done that.
It's not. He thought he had it. The ball just hooked away on him.
Cuzzy Willems, his dad there, in his corner today. And Ron makes his spare.
Ron came back, made his spare there.
So Larry now will trail this game and also trailing in the match. Got to make spares.
Yeah, you have to make spares here, and it's got the pins that cost you when you miss them, and it's.
More speed will it hold the line. This time a solid 7-pin. Now Scheucher bringing 10-pin again.
Oh, a solid 10-pin. All of a sudden we're into the. There he goes cross lane. Last time he missed a 4-7, and he
misses the 7-pin this time too.
He's just not allowing himself the ball go across lane. You know, I think he thinks in his mind that that ball's going to hook back out there, and it just hasn't done it for him.
And Scheucher makes his spare. So a big lead now opened up here by Ron Scheucher because of the back-to-back opens by Larry Willems.
Yeah,
he was trailing by less than a mark going in. Now down by about 3 marks.
Good shot.
Better shot, got the strike.
Good shot. Boy, good arm swing, real tight. I like the way Larry throws the ball. You know, he's always
got a good angle.
Yeah, good angle, good tight. You don't have to worry about the big margin of error. He's going to be pretty straight up. And last year in the Kenosha News when he won that time, he just showed how that execution could pay off.
Now Ron Scheucher wanted it, got it.
Nice shot by Ron right there.
So after 3 frames now, Ron Scheucher 39 in the second with a strike working, so 21 pin advantage in this game and 28 in the match. That time he got light, never came back to the pocket, leaving the bucket.
Yeah, he kind of motioned like he tugged a little bit and he hit that oil, and ball stayed out, didn't come back for him. In the 4th frame, trying to double, he leaves the bucket. Yeah, same thing, a little bit tight, leaves that bucket at 2, 4, 5, 8, you know. Same way. See how Larry handles
maybe
it.
it's Ron. This time, Larry covers the spare.
He's applauding
mock
himself.
applause.
He says, I got it now. I know how to handle this thing.
Little Bronx cheer that time.
Yeah, for Larry.
Larry. So he has a spare working in the 4th. Now Ron with a tricky spare here in his 4th frame shot. Throw right at it. Makes the spare. Again, I like the way he goes attacking spares. Just throw right at him, eliminate the hook.
Right. Just rears back and fires the ball right at him. A picture of Larry's wife, Char, in the background. I want to mention that today is her 6th anniversary also.
Oh.
So, a happy anniversary to Larry and Char.
Congratulations. Larry needs strikes as he's up here in the 5th. And he gets one. So Larry Willems now with 58, the 4th strike up in the 5th, trailing in this game and by about 3 marks in this match. We'll take a break. You're watching All-Star Bowling on Win TV. Ron Scheucher up in the 5th frame. Swings it back, gets the strike. 79 in the 4th now for Scheucher with a strike up in the 5th. So 21 pin lead in this game and 28 in the match for Ron. Larry needs to string strikes to get back in it. And outside, and again, the ring and 10 pin.
Just hasn't had any breaks, you know, today. He's thrown the ball well. Missed some spares, but some shots that he's thrown just perfect and leave the 10 pins and a couple of 8s and a 7, and you get in that position, you can't do much more.
A good look at the concentration in Ron's eyes as he steps up on lane 15. Got a hold, trip 4.
Tripped that one out, yep. That one hit kid a little harder than what he was expected to do, but he tripped that 4 pin out, so good shot.
Big double for Ron, and Larry misses this one in the channel, so Larry having all kinds of trouble with his spare shooting here today. It's not at all like Larry Willems.
No, sometimes you miss them 10 pins on the inside, and then you leave one. So you make an adjustment, and it gets away from you, and I think that's what happened in Larry's case there.
Larry right back up on lane 15, gets the strike, but I think he knows too. If he makes the spares, he'd be back in this.
Right. And the spares he's missed have all been single pins.
Now Ron Scheucher, a chance to really blow this game and this match open. Light. Throw a strike ball here for his spare conversion. Again, throws right at it. So 49 pin advantage in this match now for Ron Scheucher. As I mentioned, imperative now in the last 4 frames here for if Larry wants to get back in it, he's going to have to string strikes.
Yeah, he has to go all the way out now and have a chance.
Again, right over second arrow. Light. Scout won't quite get there.
Quite get there. Same thing, just wasn't Larry's day to carry them shots. If he carries them, it's a real close match. He just kind of, yeah, well, what can I do?
Ron here in the 8th. Crossed over, leaving the 6 pin, but I think it's a matter now of just staying clean.
Yeah, that's what it is for Ron. He crossed over that time and said, well, take that 6 pin and be happy when you make that kind of shot. Larry's
Looks like he's
get that
right on it.
He's going to get it now. Look at him. All the crowd's going to give him a hand. That's the biggest applaud of the day.
That's a tough break. Tough all day on him. As Ron makes the spare. Right over second arrow. This time leaving a 7 pin.
Just a little bit light, yeah. He's going to be.
Talk about Larry's persistence, bowling on that same Zerbo Electric team for the last 25 years.
Yeah, he's
a great group of guys, still.
Super bunch of fellows, all good bowlers, and just all gentlemen on that team. Every one of them are.
As Ron buries the shot here in the 9th, and that just about makes him a winner here today.
Yeah.
As Larry will go after the spare. And makes the 7 pin, so.
Gonna get it now. He's got
2 for 2, he says.
2 in a row, he says. I don't know if I had mentioned, too, in order to make the TV show, Larry had to strike out the 10th frame of the last game of qualifying to make it, and he did. So I thought when he qualified, that was a good show of his ability and experience.
And Ron comes in with a double now to start the 10th, so he will move on to our second round. Makes it to the round of 8. He will face Mike Basie out of Racine. Larry almost left the 7-10.
Good Lord, he almost left the 7-10. And
becoming very familiar with that 10 pin over on 16.
Yeah.
A little deeper, a little more swing, and no doubt about it. So a possible 227 for Ron. Larry, 2 for 2 on the 10 pin, so he's made 3 spares in a row. But Ron Scheucher is going to be your winner here today. Jumped on him, but doesn't matter. So Ron with a 223 gives him 678 for the series.
Nice bowling. Good series for Ron.
Yes, very good bowling.
Consistent.
Larry's what else? Leaves the 10 pin. Ron Scheucher, your winner here today in this first round match. We'll take a break, talk to the bowlers right after this. You're watching All-Star Bowling on Win TV. Today, 678 to 611 over Larry Willems, and you've got a check for Larry.
Got a check for Larry for $150 for getting this far in the tournament on the show. I'd like to congratulate Larry. Thanks for bowling.
Thanks, Merle.
And going this far. A few carries, it might have been closer, but again, Learn to pick up your spares.
That's the name of the game, right?
And Ron, good luck to you. You've got more money coming as the tournament moves on, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Thanks for the tournament.
Ron Scheucher, your winner here today. That's it. We've got to get off the lanes. From Earl Draper, I'm John Weiser. Good bowling, everybody. We'll see you next time on All-Star Bowling.